Hey everyone, I am back today to do a first impressions, splurge or save, review, swatches, whatever you want to call it, video on the LORAC Mega Pro palette. I am so excited that I got this palette. I got this on October 1st when the glitch happened. You probably all have heard about it. There was a glitch on their website and I was able to order it. I was so happy. I honestly just wanted to see if I could get it. I wasn't intending on purchasing it, but it just happened. So I was like, okay, well, I got it. And by the looks of it, I mean, if their website did that, I'm kind of worried about the launch in general. Hopefully it won't be really crazy, but I'm glad I got mine. Anyways, so I didn't want to do this video right off the bat when I got it because I don't find that informational, except for the fact that I might do swatches for you all. I'm sure a lot of ladies already did videos like that. I wanted to share with you all my first impressions, my review on the palette, whether or not you should definitely go for it or nah, pass. As with all the other products that I reviewed, this was not sent to me. I bought it with my own money. It already got drafted from my bank account, so don't worry, I've already paid for this. I'm sure you all have seen this, but it's the palette. It's red, it goes with their holiday theme. LORAC Mega Pro palette. It comes with a mirror, I don't want to blind you, and it comes with a plastic insert above the eyeshadows, and these are the eyeshadows, which again you all have seen. Now, something that I want to mention is that I hated the LORAC Pro palette too. Straight from the get-go, I hated it. It sucked. It sucked. I returned it, and for me, I have no problem no matter what the brand is, Givenchy, Dior, Chanel, whatever brand, MAC, I don't care what brand it is. I have no problem returning an item if it's not the quality I expected it. I have no problem doing that. So I returned that real quick. I was super disappointed in the palette. So at this I was a little skeptical, but I saw the shadows and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to get this for myself. This is $59 in case you were wondering. It is, by the time this video is up, it's probably going to be already on LORACcosmetics.com and on Amazon.com. This will sell out. This is limited edition, and yes, it will sell out. I know it will because this is a great value. Again, I was skeptical at first, but I gave it a shot, and I am in love with this palette. The first two rows on top are the matte shades. Third and fourth row are the shimmer, whatever you want to call it, shades. Speaking for myself personally, I prefer mattes. But I've learned over the past couple of months that it's very difficult to perfect a matte formula to the way I like it. Very pigmented, bam, you're done. It's very difficult to do that. So I've been kind of more, say, open about using shimmer shades such as these, especially for that pop in your crease. So I've definitely been more open to it, and I can definitely say that these are really pigmented, really nice. Maybe this one not so much, a little bit powdery, but really like the whole palette. I know mattes can be iffy, but really great. Some of these are super pigmented, others take a little bit of work, but with the perfect base, I'm sure it'll go up really nicely. This is the palette, as you can see. Comes with this mirror, this plastic insert. It says LORAC. It's placed above the eyeshadows. These are the eyeshadows, and I swatched these two rows first, and I swatched them 2 times. Some look pigmented as it is, some, like these two, the black one called black and this kind of blue gray, which is called gray, they're a little bit powdery, chalky, but the rest, they look nice. I feel, as usual with most eyeshadows, I feel like they could be built up. So that's the first row. And I'm gonna add a picture. Something that I forgot to mention is that these 2 rows on top are more matte shades, and these on the bottom are more shimmer type shades. Now, something that didn't really surprise me is that the shimmer shadows, so these 2 bottom rows, are more pigmented than the matte ones, which is to be expected. But y'all know me, I prefer my mattes. But anyways, I just swatched these 2 rows. And as you can see, a lot more pigmented. These were swatched as well 2 times, and you can see super more pigmented. But again, as usual with LORAC, as you get further down the palette, they get a little bit more chalky. This black one called Caviar is just not doing it for me. But as you can see, a lot more pigmented, super gorgeous colors. I really like them. You can see the gold there. And yeah, overall just a lot better pigmentation. These go on super smoothly onto my skin without any primer. It's just my bare arm. I hope that was a little bit more informational and you can actually see the color on how it looks on my skin tone. And now I'm just going to share with you all the pictures. Now another reason why I didn't want to do this video really soon was because I wanted to try out the palette on myself. Because the last palette that I've recently tried, it made my eyes super itchy, and I'm not used to that. Your eyes are super sensitive, everyone should know that by now, but I've never had a reaction to an eyeshadow that my eyes got super itchy, and I tried it another time just to make sure it wasn't whatever the reason may be. I tried it again a second time on, I think like a week later, and the same thing happened. So I stopped using that palette and my eyes never got itchy again. So I was a little worried, I guess you can say, but this eyeshadow palette has been nothing but great to me, I guess you can say. I've been reaching for this eyeshadow palette, which is very rare because I don't know why. I really don't like putting on eyeshadow unless it's needed, unless I know I'm going to a formal event. I really don't reach for eyeshadows. I don't know why. I always have to put on my full coverage foundation, liquid foundation, and a powder. I always do that, and occasionally do the lipstick. But very rarely do I put on eyeshadow on a regular basis, and that's something I'm trying to work on, but for the most part I don't do it. Ever since I got this palette, I've been using this non-stop, trying out different colors, stepping away from my comfort zone, which would be like right here, and going more into here, and I am very impressed. Let me just tell you, I know I'm going all over the place, but I love this eyeshadow called Camel. Is that it? Yeah, this eyeshadow right here. I love this eyeshadow. I have discoloration or pigmentation, whatever you want to call it, on my eyelids naturally. So even if I don't wear eyeshadow, it kind of looks like I do because it's a little bit darker than my skin tone. I don't think it's really that noticeable, but there's discoloration on there. So I love, for myself personally, my skin tone, NC40, I love using Camel as a neutralizer. I put my base or my primer and then I use this. Great. Even Fawn would look great. I love these two shades. They're really great neutralizers, really get the color on there and with the pop of pigmentation that you need. So I've honestly, no joke, have been loving this eyeshadow palette. You need to get this eyeshadow palette, girl. You need to get this eyeshadow palette. That's all I can say. I'm a bad influence, I know, but I'm being completely honest. I think this is going to be one of the front runners for the holiday items that are coming out. You need to get this because it's going to sell out and it's limited edition. Oh my gosh. Compared to the Brooke Shields palette, I definitely recommend this more. Definitely. This costs $59. This costs $85. It's sold out on the website if I'm not mistaken. And some stores have it, some don't. If you were worried about not being able to get this, get this. I promise you, it will be so much, I was going to say so much more worth it. Better for your wallet, definitely. It's not as expensive. It's a wonderful palette. And again, I do re-emphasize, if you're starting in makeup, great palette. If you're a makeup artist wanting to build your kit, or you don't have too many eyeshadows, great palette. It's really great. And it's not the usual neutrals. It has this pop of color. I really like that. I really like this row. I don't know what else to say, but definitely go check it out. LORACcosmetics.com, Amazon.com will have this. It's exclusive to those two sites. Won't be available at Kohl's or Ulta or whatever. Just those two sites for this palette. The other holiday items from the LORAC Holiday Collection 2014 will be available on all the other sites, Ulta, Kohl's, what have you. But this is exclusive to LORACcosmetics.com and Amazon.com. Get yours. That's all I can say. Definitely a splurge, but I really recommend it. I don't see, there are, like I said, there are some shades that aren't great, but with a palette this size, they can't all be great. Let's be honest. I have not seen a palette this big with so many eyeshadows. I definitely recommend this palette. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them down below. I don't know when my next video will be, but I'm so glad I got this up for you all. Again, I wanted to wait a little bit just to give you all, you know, first impressions, like real review. I really liked it, because I really did. I didn't just want to use it once, be like, oh my gosh, I hate it. Oh my gosh, I love it. But again, with everyone has personal preferences. You might have eyeshadows that are really similar and you're kind of like, I'm done with that. That's on you, but this is gonna sell out. I know it is. Re-emphasizing that it's gonna sell out. This is a great palette, great investment. Definitely recommend it. And again, I hope you all get yours, and if you do, let me know. I know a lot of you ladies ordered from The Glitch, which is great. That is pretty much it for my review, first impressions, splurge or save, pictures and swatches. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and I will definitely see you all very soon. Let me know your thoughts about it. Is it great? Like I think it is. I will see you all later, everyone. Bye.